Yeah, so you see, Anker, yeah, they're known for making cheap Bluetooth speakers ever since like the beginning of the Bluetooth era, and they had quite a few decent speaker products out there. But the previous couple of releases has been flops. X500, X600 with all that spatial audio bullshit. And nah, they don't sound too good. They just come out with a new speaker. It's called the Boom 2. Supposed to be a successor for the Motion Boom. Yeah. I had doubts about the speaker, so I bought it, and we'll see how good it sounds. Comparing it against the X500 and the Motion Boom Plus, which the Boom Plus is a decent speaker, the X500 is just mediocre. The Boom 2, the price, you're looking at about $130. On discount, I remember it was $110 or $100, I forgot, but around $100 mark, and it's going to get lower because it's a new speaker. So, yeah. I'm going to go do a quick sound test. First, I will be comparing it against the Motion X5. Volume at around 50%, extra bass off, as in low mid volumes. It sounded better without it. So let's go. Alright, we're cranking it all the way up with the Boom 2 starting first. I will also turn the extra bass on while it playing at maximum volume. Apparently it's going to get louder, so we'll see about that. Well, that marks the comparison between the Boom 2 and the X500. Sound-wise, the Boom 2 is a lot bassier, but the bass is playing clean, unlike the Motion X500, where occasionally the bass would have that little, accordion effect. However, both of these speakers gets equally loud, and the Motion X500 being kind of smaller, I guess that means it's a give and take situation. I don't think there's exactly a winner in this matchup, but I would say, in my opinion, I favor the Boom 2 a little bit more due to that clean bass. Let's move on. All right, now Boom 2 against the Boom Plus. Starting from the Boom 2, again at 50% volume.
Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around?
Alright, now we're going to do cranking both of these up maximum with the extra bass on the Boom 2 as it's louder that way. The extra bass remains off on the Soundcore Motion Boom Plus. That is a very long name, as it is not necessarily louder, but it has more treble without the extra bass on, so it would appear louder. There's less bass when the extra bass is turned off at maximum volume, but more treble for the Boom Plus. So, let's get to it. Starting from the Boom 2, we'll crank it all the way up.
What to do? Lying on my bed, staring into the blue. Unrequited, terrifying. Love is driving me up, it's insane. Have to get this off my chest. I'm telling you today that when I talk to you, won't you better try to and shoot fire through my heart.
Well, I guess it's no contest. The Boom 2 is, the Motion Boom Plus. These names are confusing me right now. Is a lot louder, and I think it has a little more clarity as well. Primarily due to probably the mid-woofer being a different type of mid-woofer, as a different sound signature. It could also be the software that's doing that. So, yeah, I guess this is a give and take. I personally favor the Boom Plus in terms of sound quality. But the Boom 2 is no slouch. They've done everything right. This is not a flop. And with this price, it's acceptable. You keep in mind the X500, despite being just as loud and sounds almost as good, is $50 more. So that's kind of the thing here. Let's do some mumble rap tests. Let's play some mumble rap.
我带了几行人，我开洗浴装鞋，不送啥子消费券。我开赌场赚头多钱才到家滚滚，打了要地狗跑得快，别想光膀本儿就把头甩老坑，喊你把门给老子关到，老子要啥用，老子没得问。但写的哭完暴露黑道，每个人都叫我好到。Don't be so serious, just have fun. 不然你得要求拿我先给，为此结果我都保持微笑。So when you get it, you know I'ma show up. 快到自放，拿住机枪的白痴，谁起来都比演说放话，后果也负起，别打一堆屁话，你们从来不会放屁，人你会打。那个人别拿枪，钉在屁股都恶劣，WiFi都断掉。那个人别拿枪，钉在。
Well, that's the gangster rap time for today. It is teardown time. Well, as you can already see, I've already taken the metal grill in front of it off. Why would I do that? Because I'm curious, and I won't stop until I pulled it off. And guess what happened after I pulled it off? It bent. I fully expected that because they glued the grill shut completely. And what's worse, the screw holes are under the grill. If it isn't under the grill, instead it's behind or something like that, I wouldn't even bother trying to take this off. So yeah, good luck getting your batteries replaced in the future. Because yeah, you can get a replacement battery, it's just 418-650s. But you're not going to get a replacement grill. So good job, Anker. Y'all suck. Y'all like Apple, gluing everything together. I thought you guys are supposed to like make a change and do better for the environment. I think I even saw the climate pledge thing tag on the Amazon. You should take that off. You can't replace the batteries. How is that eco-friendly? Fuck y'all advertisement dumbasses. Fuck y'all. Y'all suck. Anyways, as you can see, it's unconventional. The driver isn't your typical stereo 2 full range or stereo two-way like, you know, your JBL in the previous version of the Anker Motion Boom. Instead, you're looking at a 2.1. They claim it is a 2.1. However, this isn't exactly a 2.1 because this driver in the middle isn't a subwoofer. It's a mid-woofer. And these are tweeters, but not full range, meaning they crossed over at 2,000 hertz, and this driver plays bass and mid-range. In other words, you're essentially getting a mono speaker because the mid-range is coming out all from this driver. Only the treble is in stereo. You see, keep in mind, most of the instruments in your music is mid-range, so the stereo separation from the speaker is definitely not going to be too great. Just so you know. But I'll be honest, if you're buying a speaker this size, stereo separation probably isn't your first concern. Anyways, let's take this apart. Let's see what we have inside. All right, taking a look at the inside, we get a big woofer, very big neodymium magnet, 1-inch voice coil. The cone diameter is approximately 4 inch. The oval driver is equivalent to a 4-inch unit. These are two 0.75 inch tweeters, and there is a circuit board for all the buttons and whatnot. Looking down over here, we have our main PCB. It looks like a 3-chip, or in this case, a 4-chip configuration because it's 2 amplifiers. We'll take it apart and we'll take a look at that. It could also be a passive crossover, but I doubt it. Here is a battery. It's a 18650 battery. We're going to get this board out, and I'm going to see what's under that amplifier thing. Alright, first up, we got our Bluetooth chipset over here. I don't think I have to go over all that. And here we have the power management for charging the battery, and also LED drivers. On the back here, first we got the amplifier for the small satellites. And this one is the amplifier for the woofer. I'll try and remove the heatsink. So, this is a SGM4703 amplifier for the subwoofer, or the woofer. And the 2 tweeters also the same chip. 20 watts per channel. Bridge mono, you'll get 40 watts. So, yeah, they claimed 80 watts. I guess it is actually 80 watts. So, not too bad. They're not lying about this stuff. Decent stuff. Good quality, nicely built board. Everything is very, it's all well soldered onto it. There's not a lot of blobs of this and that, glue, whatnot. The only glue seen on the circuit board is to secure the parts that are bigger that is going to move around. Otherwise, there's not a lot of that. So, good job, Anker. Same quality in the build quality section. It's the same. They always are pretty consistent with their build. All right, so there you have it, folks. There you have it.